And we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with l-boogy.
And Sterno Supernova.
What's going on there, Sterno?
Not so much, Boogie. How you doing?
Doing all right. What do we have on the agenda for today?
Well, lately I've been looking at these videos of, I don't know, like you never start watching like one YouTube video, then you kind of go down a rabbit hole and you watch a bunch of stuff on a topic that you really weren't interested in to begin with? Or is it just me? That's just a me thing?
It's a lot of people, but I'm...
You're not a rabbit hole kind of person? Well, I mean, I was looking at some stuff about, firearms, and all of a sudden it started going into like gun rights, and all of a sudden it started going into kind of prepper. Like, are you like all these guys talking about what they have for everyday carry, what they have for like get home bags, or my truck bag, or my bug out bag? See, I wondered about.
That's not the kind of rabbit hole I fall into. See, it's simple. I would see, let's say I was on a video and I see something about prepping and bug out bags. I would be like, nope.
No, that's not.
Close out YouTube and walk away. I'm good. That doesn't happen to me.
It happens to me a lot. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be just that kind of stuff. It could be like watching one anime thing, and all of a sudden I'm watching the guys breaking down the entire scene of some anime or whatever that I don't even remember. But it's just sometimes I find it interesting. Sometimes I don't know. I just have it in the background. But getting back to why I brought it up is that, like, I know you could usually carry a bunch of stuff with you, but do you consider yourself like? I know neither one of us are like preppers.
No.
None of us are like, preparing for a doomsday scenario or anything like that. But do you think you're like prepared? Like if someone's like, there was an emergency right away, like right now, like if something happened.
If
something happened right now where we're like,
if a Chinese satellite were about to fall on our head and the news said, yo, this area, this 757 area,
yeah,
you got to go now.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I can go. I mean, it would take me about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Even for like, well, say right now, we're at my house. We're not at your house. Would you be ready? Would you be ready to go just to bug out right now? I mean, we all have families, and that's a different thing. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying.
No.
No. Okay. I'm just wondering.
I could, but.
I mean, yeah.
I would like to grab some important documents and.
Yeah.
But if I wouldn't, I'd be able to survive. Yeah.
I mean, I have bags where I had like a bunch of stuff I thought I might need, but those were things I made up. Like when we had an event like outdoors, and I wanted to have stuff on hand. But I wouldn't call myself having a bug out bag or a prep bag or get home bag, none of that stuff.
Yeah, what I have is not called a bug out bag or a prep bag. I have a get out of town quick bag.
You do have one. You do.
Yes. I told you about this. If I ever get in trouble with the law.
Yeah, you did mention that. I forgot about that.
That'll have stuff that'll get me out of town real quick. And I'm not doing, I don't have something
like you're not talking about first aid kits and
no,
like how to get water from
a
survival straw and all that other stuff.
I don't have that. I have clothing and toiletries and money and just in case I need to hide out.
Yeah, because see, like I watch these videos and I don't agree because I don't necessarily have the same situation or the mentality of the people I'm watching. So I'm like, I don't need to set up a bag with like a pistol that in case of a riot, if the SHTF, stuff happens and all that kind of thing. But like, what do I need to? I don't have anything like a standing bag that I could just grab if I, like if something were to happen, like the Chinese satellite, or I need to get out of town, which I don't think it's gonna happen to me. But anyway, I'm debating whether I should like actually put a bag together just to be safe.
Why not? I mean, it takes what, a few minutes? I mean, what can't you do right now to put a bag together? Do you have a bag?
Yeah.
There you go.
I had a bunch.
That's the toughest part.
Right.
Getting a bag.
But you don't consider yourself a prepper because you have a different mentality.
Yeah. I don't have like.
You're not preparing for civil unrest or any of that stuff. I mean,
I don't have a flare gun in my bag. I don't have.
I
don't have. What's that food that? Freeze-dried food or whatever.
Astronaut stuff and
stuff like that.
Yeah, MREs and all that other stuff you're talking about.
I actually do have some. The funny thing is, I do have some prepper items.
I actually have them in my car, but
I actually have a prepper bag given to me by someone where I've taken out the stuff in it
Really?
Yes, it's actually sort of a gag gift,
Uh-huh. But you
but
actually
it's actually
useful?
stuff that you could. Yes,
Yeah.
I got a. I'm going to bring it up. I got a bag.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, let's just say I bought Cards Against Humanity, the game, the popular board game Cards Against Humanity years ago,
Yeah.
back when they were sort of a startup.
Right.
By doing that, I got into the mailing list. And a lot of millions of people are on the mailing list now.
Right.
But I got on their mailing list, and I've told you this. Every year, they do like a Christmas thing where
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
where you can buy like their Christmas gift every year,
Mm-hmm.
or it's not even a Christmas gift. Every
Like
year,
a special or something?
yeah, they would sell something, and they would give you something that you don't. A lot of times, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Okay.
Although one year they did sell dog shit, actual shit. They said,
What?
give us $5 and we'll mail you shit. And people actually did it, and I didn't do that because I wasn't that dumb.
Wow.
Because sometimes they sort of have a thing where you're gonna get you don't know what you're getting.
They used to do that kind of stuff with Woot, didn't they? Those little Woot bags. Is that what you're talking about? The Woot.com where
that's totally different. Those are lame.
Oh.
They like this had cool stuff.
Okay.
Humanity has cool stuff.
Okay.
Like I told you, one year they sent us 12 gifts for Christmas.
Okay.
And one of those gifts was I get to be king of a castle for 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. You told me about that. I thought
I also own a piece of land on an island that they bought somewhere. So I own part of an island.
Is that like the one where it's another like 1 minute a year or something, or?
That's different. No, I actually own a piece of.
Oh, you actually do own it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a 3 by 3 foot square, I believe, on this island. But
that's your piece of land.
That is my island that I can name. I can make my own country and name whatever and have my own laws or whatever.
Is that really legal? I mean, is it a legit thing?
Yes. There's a contract they send you.
Yeah.
That has all the legal.
Well, the reason I'm asking is like, what if someone wants to develop and they need your little 3 by?
They can't.
I know that's what I'm saying. They have to get all these people to sign off on it and sell it.
The whole island is owned by thousands of people.
So there's no way.
Little 3 by 3
logistically, it would be crazy.
Yes.
To even try.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they do stuff. But one year, they sent us a bag, a duffel bag. This was 2016.
Oh, so it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, the year was 2016.
Set the stage. The year was 2016.
Yeah, they sent me something.
Uh-huh.
It was a bug out bag. That's what it was.
Oh, it really was.
Because 2016 was an election year.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot.
Like, what the hell? What if Donald Trump would win? The world might go crazy, and here is your Donald Trump bug out bag.
That was back when like celebrities were threatening to go to Canada if he won and all the other stuff, and everybody was just like, this can't really happen. Ha ha ha.
So yes, they sent us here. I'll show you. See, it's called the Cards Against Humanity Donald Trump bug out bag.
Huh.
They sent me this exact thing. In it, I got food rations, which are your MREs.
Yeah.
I got
meals ready to eat.
Flint and steel.
The ones that you can make a fire.
To help you start a fire to warm your cold, terrified family. They gave us a black duffel bag.
Well, that's not black.
It is. I have the bag at home.
Oh, okay.
It's black. This is a drawing.
Oh, it's a drawing?
This is a sketch.
Oh, I couldn't see it from there. I thought it was like a gray bag from here.
I got a hand crank radio in this bag.
In case there's no power and you still need to
scan the airways for other survivors. This is funny because this is assuming Donald Trump would win the election. And this has happened before the election.
Oh my gosh.
This ain't gonna happen.
It's just so hilarious.
I have a gas mask, which is an actual real gas mask.
Really?
Yes, it's an actual real gas mask.
I've been trying to figure out if I should buy one just for fun, just to have one hanging on the wall or something. But
a can of beans came in the bag. I don't know what happened to that can of beans. I don't eat beans. A harmonica.
To entertain yourself.
A space blanket, which I've never opened up. It's a
Mylar blanket?
It's one of those Mylar blankets.
It's actually they're useful.
Yeah, I got a compass, a card that helps you to learn Spanish. Money. They gave us an envelope full of money from different countries, and the countries were Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua, and Colombia. So I have money from I don't know how much it is, but it's like $1 from each place.
So assuming you're going to go down south to get away.
Yeah, because it also came with an application for residency in Mexico.
Wow. That's hilarious.
It came with seeds. It came with a book, which was a copy of Plato's Republic. So you can contemplate the ultimate fallacy of democracy. The ultimate folly of democracy.
Mm-hmm.
And also came with a pack of Cards Against Humanity expansion pack.
That's pretty expensive. I mean, for like
It was like $15.
Oh, it was all really cheap stuff.
Well, I mean,
Versions?
no. The what I sent them was $15.
Yeah.
Not knowing what I'm getting back. The gas mask alone is worth.
Yeah.
$15.
Yes, I was gonna say. I was thinking
The hand crank radio. It's one of those cheap ones you can probably find out.
Five,
like
six.
Five Below.
Yeah.
So I mean, overall, it's a gag gift that I have, but it is stuff that I could use. It's a bug out bag.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So I have one of those.
Hmm.
And then the problem is I have this bag. It's like I stuff it under my bed because I have nowhere else to put it, and it's just a bunch of junk
that you're never gonna use.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened to the can of beans.
It's probably still in the bag.
Yeah, it'll be good, I guess, if you need to eat a can of beans.
I guess. I mean, like I said, I don't like beans.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I like other canned foods with beans on it.
Okay.
Ramen. That's what I eat.
Yeah.
I need to throw that in my bag. But I do have this.
Uh-huh.
I do have this stuff.
So you became an intentional...
I have a bug out bag as a joke, which is now useful.
As an actual bug out bag. Is the bag durable enough to be used?
No, it's a cheap bag.
Oh,
it's a very cheap, thin bag. But I do have a lot of duffel bags. In fact, that's the thing. I mean, not a thing, but I do buy bags.
Uh-huh.
I have, in fact, I am probably going to buy another bag this weekend, but I'm not sure yet. I have my eye on one.
Okay.
The duffel bag.
So you get duffel bags. Okay.
I have a Herschel duffel bag. The one this weekend I'm going to buy is a, what's it called? I don't know. I have a Tommy Hilfiger duffel bag. I travel with style.
Yeah.
I'm not a bum. Hunter duffel bag is what I'm going to buy probably this weekend. Hunter.
Okay.
I don't know. You don't know the company.
No, I don't.
But those of you who know Hunter, well, some of you might have Hunter red boots, but I'm getting a Hunter duffel bag to travel in style. So I have like 15 different duffel bags. So it's not exactly, it's not a problem for me. I have a gym bag, you know. I have a cheap one. I used to be gym, which is probably still more expensive than their average bag.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to actually talk about my bag that on that last trip that we took.
I didn't even notice what you had.
I know, because it was so nondescript, like a generic Nike bag that I was given as a gift that I've been using for years. But yeah.
Yeah, I travel in style, so even if I do run away, I'll be running away in style.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So why don't you have a bag? Well, why don't you have your prep bag going since you're so...
I'm actually working on it now. I'm worried, you know, actually, I bought a first aid kit to put on another bag for a different reason, but I'm also trying to figure out if I should, you know, set up an actual, you know, if I need to get out of town bag, you know, just kind of bag. But
now, what do you think would happen to us that would make you have to get one of these bags?
We have hurricanes in this area, flooding possible.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go the prepper mentality, we are close to a military installation, like the largest military naval base in the world, right?
Yeah.
So if something were to happen,
we'd be well protected.
Or we'd be a big target, depending on how you want to look at it.
I don't think so. I think.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but you know, like you said, it doesn't hurt to have one, and you know, like just have something on hand. If I need stuff, I'll just have them already there. I mean, I used to keep my old car full of stuff, but it wasn't like, I wouldn't say prepper stuff, but like, you know, if I needed to have I don't know if I needed my car broke down, and if I had like if I need to help someone out with this, I have all these things for other helping other people. But I didn't think of it as like, okay, if I need to leave or if I need to keep myself, alive.
I mean, I do keep a lot of stuff in my car also, but that's more about being stranded somewhere, like the car breaking down
Hmm.
and me having to survive in the car for a few days. Because I get freaked out by news stories when I hear.
Yeah, I wondered about that too, because I don't personally drive to that many remote areas on a regular basis.
Yeah, well, you never know. You might take the wrong turn somewhere. You're someone who gets lost all the time.
That is very true.
You could turn wrong in even in this area, Virginia Beach area.
There is a way, yeah.
You could turn the wrong turn and end up in the boonies.
That is very true.
Which is only like 5 minutes away from civilization. But let's say you turn off and
your
get
car
attacked by a bear.
Or your car breaks down, and you yeah, and there are black bears around this area.
Yeah, there are bears here.
Yeah.
So, and you get injured and you can't go anywhere. You're stuck in the car, so you can't like hop out and walk 5 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So you're stuck in your car.
And assuming none of the electronics work, yeah, so you can't call for help or any of that stuff. So yeah, so it's making that need for maybe having that bag seem a little more real.
I mean, a lot of times, I have like water in my car all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing about these people that lived off ketchup packets in their car for days. Like that's all they ate and drank was ketchup packets.
Yeah.
So I have ketchup packets.
Yeah.
That's actually more because I like ketchup on my food.
One of our friends years ago had these little plastic packets full of like survival food that she was giving out to everybody, and
who was this? A friend of ours? Did I get one?
Ex-Mrs. Butterfly. So she
I never got one.
Yeah, she gave it to me and I put it in my car, and that was like so many years ago. I'm pretty sure it's no longer edible, but I think in a pinch I would eat it just to stay alive.
There's a lot of stuff I would eat in a pinch.
To stay alive, yeah. I think I might.
Oh, even when I'm hungry.
I was gonna say I have some emergency water in there. I think it's been there for like 5-6 years.
It's probably still good.
Yeah,
it's cancer from it, but
it's sealed. And it's, the thing is, it might have gotten
Cheryl Crow says we're gonna get cancer if you leave your water in the car, but hey,
doesn't she have cancer?
I believe she said she got it because she's been drinking water that's been left in the car.
Yeah, you're talking about the water bottle that
Yeah, the plastic water bottles have been heating up in the car and contaminating the water, and she's been drinking it. Yeah. I don't know. It could be true.
I don't know either. I don't really use those bottles very much anymore. But yeah, I think I could, if I can get to the back part of my car. Say if I'm stuck in the front part of my car, I have to live off of Altoids, and that's it. Pretty much. There's no other food or drink in the front of my car, but in the back of my car, I think I can be all right.
No, you find French fries in the seat, in between my seats and M&Ms. I'm sure you find it.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that for you. I was gonna say anything I find in my car might be nasty, but like in a pinch, life or death, you do what you got to do.
I ate some grasshoppers yesterday.
Not for a survival thing. You're making it sound like you were. Oh no, I was stuck and I had to eat grasshoppers.
But I did.
It's not like you caught one flying in the air and put it in your mouth.
But it's one of those things. Me and Ghostface were presented a chance to eat grasshoppers. And we're like, yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna do it. And then we went to get the grasshoppers, and we looked at it, and we're like, hell no, we're not doing this.
Well, you showed me a picture, but I couldn't see very well, like the details. Was it like an entire grasshopper, or was it like grasshopper parts? You know what I mean?
I guess they were fried up. They're cooked.
Right.
They're cooked. They put 100 of grasshoppers in a pot and cooked them.
Right.
So you're going to get a lot of broken grasshopper parts, but there are whole grasshoppers in there.
Right.
I mean, I think, I don't know, but someone had told me. I mean, I don't know. We were at a place, and all of a sudden, everyone's a grasshopper expert. But there were some pretty girls there talking about it.
Right.
And I was around. I was hearing the conversation. They were sort of talking to me too, but they weren't talking to me solely. I was just in a group, and the conversation was going on, and the pretty girl didn't even see me. But
okay, she was talking to your group, and then okay, I got it.
Basically, she was saying they're supposed to remove the legs
They are?
an arm before they cook them, but I don't know if
because she's like a connoisseur.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone is all of a sudden a grasshopper expert on this stuff. And another girl talked about, oh yeah, they're safe to eat because they don't have these harmful chemicals. I don't know. They're doing a lot of bullshit.
Well, but those grasshoppers were raised to be eaten.
I'm assuming.
You don't even know? You put it in your mouth?
I'm assuming they were. This was a place where we drink stuff anyways. It's a brewery.
Right.
Well, they put the grasshopper. They brewed some beer with grasshoppers, so I'm assuming. No, I'm assuming they didn't just catch these out in the yard and put them in there. No. I don't know if you know this.
I'm not an expert in grasshoppers. I'm not going to pretend that I am.
I don't want to say there's a movement in grasshopper eating, but
no. Number one, there's a big group of grasshopper eaters, and there's enough of people that there's a movement within that group.
There is a yes, there are people. It's a trend. This grasshopper.
I've known they've been around for like ever. Yeah. I just thought it was like a really hippie thing to do.
Yeah, well, I want to say 2016 again.
Donald Trump again?
No, this is totally separate. In Seattle,
okay,
the Seattle Mariners baseball team, they started selling in their baseball stadium.
Chocolate covered?
No, fried grasshoppers.
To
the people. You get a cup of grasshoppers to eat. Well, as soon as they started selling them, they sold out like immediately, to the point where they were doing 5 times the amount of sales they were expecting. Basically, it was their number one selling food item.
Because it was like a novelty thing?
Yeah, they sold like 18,000 cups of this first week.
So there was like a grasshopper shortage around the Seattle Mariners?
Yes, they actually did have a shortage of grasshoppers because
I was joking. Okay.
Everyone was loving it. I mean, it was I believe they spiced it with lime and chili or something.
Oh, well, there you go.
But yeah, it's a thing, and all of a sudden, other because of popularity there, other places around the country are doing similar things. Like, hey,
wait, so you drank a beer that was
brewed with grasshoppers, yes.
And didn't it have the chilies and stuff in there too? Or didn't you? I
don't know what they brewed with.
Did it have like a spicy kick to it or no?
There was a smoky kick to it.
Oh, okay.
But I believe there was like a hint.
I'm getting hints of.
There was a hint of a spice something.
But
I was telling the people I was with, I was like, I'm not sure if that's just my head saying, hey, I think there's something there, or if there really is something there.
Oh.
Just because you're trying to taste the grasshopper. And then so your mind is like making things up.
Wouldn't it be funny if they gave you the wrong one and didn't have grasshoppers in it at all, and you're just trying to make yourself think there's grasshoppers in there?
Well, I've seen pictures and videos of them. I'm assuming they didn't just lie there.
No. I mean, somebody might poured one for someone else, and it was the wrong one that didn't have grasshoppers in it, and he gave you the wrong cup. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
I'm not gonna impugn these people as lying about that.
No, I'm actually. Well, I'm not a connoisseur of grasshoppers. I am a connoisseur of beer.
Right.
And this place, I've had a lot of their beers to drink, so I know they only released 3 new beers on this day.
Okay.
That I haven't tasted, and so when I drank the one, I was like, okay, I have it in my head what this tastes like. I now know what the grasshopper beer tastes like.
Hmm.
And I was talking to other people, and we were both getting like I said, it was smoky. There was a smoky taste to it, and everyone else was getting. So,
Well, they have to cook the grasshoppers before they put it in the beer, don't they? I would think.
They're dead. I can tell you that.
No, I know. I'm thinking they couldn't just put just the carcasses of uncooked grasshoppers. I would think they would have to cook them. That's probably where the smokiness came from. I'm just guessing. Okay, that's just pure speculation.
Now, the ones we ate, I believe those weren't the ones they used for the beer. I believe they cooked these separately. These were salty as hell. That's the one thing that you notice right away is the saltiness of grasshoppers.
So you're never gonna eat those.
I don't know if they loaded it with salt and then that's why it's salty.
Or did you get the remnants where it just got salty near the bottom?
No, because I like I said, I did read up about this back when the Seattle Mariners were doing this, and everyone talked about how salty theirs were.
Oh.
But like I said, they also had lime and chili.
So was this more of a one and done thing for you, or would you?
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
No.
I didn't say I did it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I did it twice. No.
Okay, just wondering.
I mean, I wasn't a fan. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't a fan. Now other people there were like, "Ooh, it's not bad," and they went for seconds.
Uh-huh.
They had it out on tables like they would have peanuts on tables. So
In bars, like in the old days.
Even today.
Do you still do that?
Yes.
With the peanut allergy?
Yeah, go out sometime.
Yeah, I've been to. Well, okay, go ahead.
So you've never been to a restaurant where peanuts are out there?
Well, like certain ones, but not a lot of them. I mean, because of all the food allergy things with people with peanuts, I thought they stopped doing that a lot.
Yeah, they have signs on the door say, "Yo, peanuts here."
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, getting back to your grasshopper part of it.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't do it again. But like I said, baseball stadiums are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I'm sure a lot of people have done it. I'm sure I'm behind the times.
Uh-huh.
So it's not crazy that I did it, but I can say I did it, and I don't have to do it next time I see it out there.
Right.
Next time I see it, like, yeah, I've been there, done that. No need for me to do it again.
Gotcha.
Would you do it?
Yeah. I haven't done it. I wasn't with you, so sure, why not?
I believe that place still has lots of grasshoppers left.
I don't want old grasshoppers. I don't.
You want fresh ones?
Yeah, why not? I don't want to. I don't want to. If I'm going to have it do it maybe one time, I would rather get like the best experience possible instead of like yesterday's grasshoppers.
We're not on sushi here.
I don't know. I really don't know how fresh it matters. How much.
I prefer my insects to be dead long before I ate them. I don't want them to be freshly dead.
Well, I don't want them decaying either.
Insects.
They decay. I'm just saying. I don't want. Less chance of some sort of weird. I don't know.
Might get germs.
Well, yeah. I mean,
what if they're fresh? Maybe the germs are still there.
Whenever food is left out, it eventually stuff happens to it. I want to minimize that as much as possible. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
if you had a choice between fresh grasshoppers and grasshoppers that have been out for 2 days, what would you pick?
The old ones.
Yes. Really?
Yes. Believe me, the fresh ones, I'd still be worried. Are they dead? Are they really dead?
Do you want
this one might still be moving?
You want them with confirmation of the
yes.
Oh, okay. I guess I just really didn't think it mattered that much. I figured they would definitely be dead. I mean, you were worried that some of them were still alive when you were eating the ones?
No, because I looked at that these are dead.
Did you like tap the bowl, make sure none of them jumped a little bit or anything?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't want anything that looked like it was just alive, though.
You'd never eat anything that was alive, like some of those weird sushis that we've seen online. Well, you don't eat sushi anyway.
I hate sushi.
Well, like the live. No, I'm saying like the live octopus.
I don't go crazy with the sushi.
No,
and one thing, those octopuses. No, octopuses is the proper plural of octopus. Look it up. Look it up. You're wrong if you think octopi.
I remember I was taught octopi.
No, and you are wrong.
I was taught wrong, and I didn't know.
Look it up. The proper pluralization of octopus is octopuses. There's an 8-minute YouTube video I've seen. I know you like YouTube videos. Go down the rabbit hole about octopuses versus octopi. And there's a lady from a library that breaks it down. It might even be an 11-minute video.
Oh, Am
I right?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not.
I didn't. I just said I learned it as octopi.
Also, we played this trivia game called HQ.
Right.
A couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
On one of the biggest games. 2 million people were playing, or almost 2 million people were playing. If you don't know, it's a game you play on your cell phone, on your mobile phone.
Uh-huh.
It's a live trivia game.
With cash prizes.
Yes. One of the first questions. The first questions are always the easiest.
Right.
This was like question 3 or 4, and the question was, "What's the pluralization of octopus?" And over 1 million people got it wrong because they all picked octopi.
I would have gotten it wrong.
And I knew this because I know this, so I picked octopuses.
Wow.
And there was like 3,000 people left after 1 million.
Which they call that a savage question.
It's probably the most savage question they've ever had. if you ever read the chats on the page, to this day, people will be typing octopi because they're mad because they think they're correct.
Well, that's what I was taught, but if it's wrong, it's
Were you
wrong.
taught for real, or is that what you heard? Were you in a classroom that the teacher said the proper pluralization of octopus is octopi, or have you just thought all along that growing up that octopi is correct?
You know what? It might have been a television show that I learned that in, and that could, you know, you can't believe everything you see on TV. So,
but back to it.
Yeah.
The octopuses in sushi are dead anyway.
Yeah, I know.
They're not alive.
It's just a reflex.
They're moving because of the salt and the stuff or whatever.
Would you eat that?
No.
Just checking.
Would you?
Yeah, probably.
No, that's just nasty.
That's nastier than the grasshoppers.
Have you ever had anything alive in your mouth? Like start moving around while it's in your mouth.
I kind of remember something, but I can't remember what it was.
Cockroach in my mouth.
Oh, that's nasty.
Alive, yes.
That's nasty.
Exactly.
Well, a cockroach is a dirty thing.
You don't know. The grasshopper.
Well, no, they were prepared. I'm assuming they washed them and then they cooked them. You know what?
The cockroach was still alive when it went in my mouth.
Oh, that's gross.
It was still alive when I spit it out too.
I forgot you told me that story. I guess I intentionally forgot that one.
You didn't hear it. One day we were all living in a place. We just moved in. It was abandoned for a few weeks.
So that's where it happened?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We lived in this place that was sort of abandoned for a few weeks, so it got overrun by cockroaches, right?
More than a few weeks, but this is before you bombed the house with the bug bomb?
No, we bombed the house, but we didn't get every single cockroach in there. We still had cockroaches. They just needed to be phased out.
Yeah.
There were like 1 million cockroaches in there when we bombed the place. You're not going to get all 1 million cockroaches.
No, I didn't expect 100% kill rate.
No,
but
we got 90% kill rate maybe.
Yeah.
Which still leaves a 10%
of 1 million
cockroaches in the place.
Yeah.
So we still had them there, and this was like a surprise. We knew this.
Yeah. There were so many signs of you could just see them.
One day, I was thirsty. I put my cup on the counter.
Oh, that's right. That's how the story went.
I went in the fridge. I grabbed the Hawaiian Punch. I poured the Hawaiian Punch into the cup. And since it's Hawaiian Punch, it's bright red. I could see, hey, look, Hawaiian Punch. I turned and put the Hawaiian Punch back in the fridge. Closed the fridge. This takes maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I grabbed the cup and drink. And then I feel something crawling around in my mouth. And mind you, this is 15 seconds after I just poured this Hawaiian Punch.
And you thought you were good.
I'm looking into it as I'm pouring, so I know there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
And I knew there was nothing in it when I felt something in my mouth. I spit it all back in the cup right away, and there's the croaks swimming around.
Cockroaches. Wow.
To this day, I look at my drinks every time before I drink. Every time.
You've had some rough food experiences. Because you told me about the tater tot thing too.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I had tater tots with maggots.
Dude, that's just.
But
I legitimately feel bad for you because that's just gross. Those two things.
That was at a public school too. But this was in the 80s, back when everyone laughed about that stuff. Now, if that happened today,
lawsuits.
Yes.
Oh, you probably
I'll be a millionaire. But yeah, I was in first grade.
Uh-huh.
We all of us little 6-year-olds sitting down for lunch, and then I bit into a tater tot. Like, mind you, my mouth is only so big at 6 years old.
Right.
I can't put the whole thing in my mouth, so I bite into it and I put it down. Put the other half down. I even eat half.
Right.
I can't eat a whole tater tot. Not like today where I stick 5 tater tots in my mouth.
But you look at them first.
But when you're 6 years old, I only eat half of it, put it on my plate, and all of a sudden I see like movement in the tater tot, inside the tater tot.
Oh.
And tater tots are white on the inside.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, hey, it's just the whiteness, the tater of the tater tot is doing something. It's moving or something. It's
Yeah.
popping. I don't know. It's and then all of a sudden, some other kid bites into their tater tot and says, "Hey, they got worms in the tater tots," and everyone starts biting. Like, "Hey, I got one too."
They all, wait, they all bite into them? No one decides to cut into it, they actually bite into it?
Yeah.
Because you're a first grader.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Hey, we got worms in our tater tots." Ew. Like, we all knew it was gross.
Right.
But no one thought it was like health violation.
Lucky for the school.
Yeah. And I don't think anyone really told anybody. You know, just, "Hey, we got worms in our tater tots."
Hmm.
And I'm still trying to figure out how those maggots got into the tater tots. Like, did they cook them with the maggots in it, and the maggots are still alive?
Yeah, I thought they would. I was just thinking that too. Like, wouldn't the frying process be enough to kill them?
Or have these things been sitting?
So they were fried and left out.
Fried, left out.
Flies landed on them, and just...
my theory, years, decades later, on what happened.
Yeah.
This is my JFK. I've been thinking about this. My theory was they cooked these tater tots like the day before, or they served it to, like, you know, to people. Like maybe it was a lunch earlier, or maybe it was lunch the week before. You know, they cooked a whole bunch of tater tots.
Right.
And then they had leftovers, so they put it back into a pan, seal the pan with plastic wrap, and throw it into
fridge.
Yeah, into a walk-in fridge or whatever.
Right.
When they sealed it, I'm assuming they sealed it with flies inside.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep. Maybe a couple of flies start laying eggs and maggots start forming in the tater tots. So when it's time
for you guys to eat it,
time for us to eat the tater
they put them
tots,
under heat lamps.
Not even a heat lamp, a steam table.
Right.
It's in a pan that's already like steam table ready. You just pop it into the steam table, and it just warms up the tater tots. So not really cooking the tater tots.
Probably woke
they
up
were already cooked.
Yeah.
So the maggots were already living into the tater tots, put on a steam table to warm up.
Which is actually a good environment for them.
And served to 6-year-old kids.
Oh my gosh.
So, and this wasn't in my head. This ain't some little kid's dream or whatever. This really happened.
Yeah.
I remember it vividly, like it was yesterday.
I can imagine.
But
yikes.
I don't remember who else was with me at that table though. But I do remember all of us joking and laughing about worms.
Hey, look, we got worms in our tater tots.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I swallowed some of those. But I think I lived.
I think I lived. Yeah, probably. Dang.
I told you this. I do eat tater tots today now,
but
it took me a while to get over the thought of
that's
tater
very
tots. I still do bite into them before
it's very understandable. I'd be the same way if it happened to me too.
I will never pop a tater tot in my mouth without biting it. But I know nowadays that has a small chance of happening. But it could happen.
It definitely could.
Like I said, it's taken me decades to put together the events of that day.
Oh my gosh.
And that's only my theory. There's no way for me of proving that's exactly what happened.
You can get a group of you guys together and talk about it and recreate the events.
Yeah, we get together weekly on our meetings.
Like your conspiracy chat groups. Maggot tater tots, whatever.
And there may have been other gross things I've eaten, but those are the two that stick in my mind.
Yeah. When you know, you definitely know.
I've had times when I've been, I remember eating fried chicken and looking down and seeing ants all over the bucket of fried chicken. That don't count.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
We've all eaten ants.
And
maybe ants on our food.
Yeah. I was in the Philippines and I didn't realize how aggressive those ants were. You put a bowl down for like a second in the wrong place, that thing was overrun. So.
Like cockroaches here.
No, that was one cockroach. This was like an entire. The bowl was like covered. You know, like it was entirely covered with ants, all devouring the food.
Is there some kind of thing you wouldn't eat? Like you said, you would do the octopus.
Yeah, I mean, I've had octopus not that way, but I've had octopus before. So to me, it's not that bad of a.
Yeah, but that's different.
I wouldn't
It's
do
not
the
about the taste. It's about the fact that it's moving your mouth.
right. Yeah, I know it's different, but I mean, growth wise, I don't know. I mean, for me, a lot of times I'm okay to try stuff at least once, but if the texture is nasty, I just can't deal with texture. Like people love okra. I hate okra because I don't like slimy things. That's what it is, slimy. If there's something slimy, ugh, I can't deal with it. Um, I don't want anything like tartar, like steak tartar and all the raw stuff. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I mean, can you think of something besides your?
Oh, there's tons of things I wouldn't eat. Okra also.
Yeah, okra is nasty.
Okra cooked.
I don't like eggplant either. Cooked a lot of times when it's been cooked for me, it's been kind of slimy. So, eggplant and okra, bitter melon.
I'm a picky eater though.
Well, you don't eat.
I don't eat bitter melon.
Yeah, you don't. You're not a big veggie eater anyway.
No.
To begin with.
I don't eat food that stinks.
So you wouldn't try the stinky cheeses?
No.
Stinky tofu?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'd try stinky tofu. I might try the cheese, but I've never been a fan of the moldy cheeses. Like I can't do blue cheese at all.
I don't.
Well, I can do it, but it has to be like.
I have a problem with blue cheese. But I don't like the smell of blue cheese, so I don't eat it.
Yeah, if given a choice, I will not eat it. But if it's like, if I have like a buffalo chicken sandwich and it automatically comes with blue cheese, and I forgot to tell them no, I'll still eat the sandwich. I'll make myself do it, but I prefer not to eat blue cheese. I agree. It smells nasty. It looks nasty. Taste, not my favorite anyway.
Not mine either.
Yeah.
I don't blue cheese personally.
Right.
I do like cheeses.
Would you eat escargot?
No.
No.
No, it's nasty.
Have you've had it before? That's right. I think
I've seen it.
Oh, you haven't tasted it?
No.
No.
Dude, I don't even eat calamari.
That's right. Every time I order, for the first couple of times I order calamari and we're hanging out and I'm like, you want something? No. I'm like, okay. Eventually I just ask you don't like calamari? Like, nope. I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah. But I would try the escargot. And you don't do below either, right?
I've never done it, no.
Okay.
Will I try it sometime? Maybe. I'm not against trying it because I am Filipino and I believe I need to because
it's part of your national identity.
Yes, it's in my culture. It's part of my culture to do it, so I have to do it at one time. I will.
Okay.
But after that, I'll probably be good.
Just a one and done for you too, huh?
Yeah, and in my head, I think of it as just duck.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Chicken.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I think any kind of boiled stuff is just boiling its own juices, and you just got to spit out the bones.
Yeah, to me, the novelty of it, the fact that it's become so known or so popular that so many people are eating it now just to do it. It's sort of lost its, I don't want to say grossness, but it's become more of a common thing than a weird thing.
Yeah, it's not the fear factor food anymore. It's just
it's everyone knows.
It's a novelty that's like well known.
Yeah.
Right.
Which sort of takes away from the actual doing of it. Like, ooh, you're eating the look. Now you're just like, oh, you're eating the look.
Yeah. It's like on the same level of the Nugon for you? Almost?
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.
I like it.
But I have had it.
Right.
That's just me.
Okay.
Squid also.
Just because it's gummy,
oh, no,
chewy.
it's just nasty tasting to me. It tastes nasty to me.
Depending on how it's prepared. Like calamari barely have any flavor. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you're an adult. You made up your own mind. That's fine.
I've eaten grasshoppers.
So. You're one up on me. Whatever our
I'm the crazy one.
Yeah, our conversation, whenever we end up, well, I've had grasshoppers. I'm like, oh, well, you win for now, till I eat them.
So there's the. Is there something that you plan on trying soon? Like you know you're gonna eat this soon. Like I don't know. I know you said you wanted to try boar. Have you tried boar?
No, I haven't tried venison or boar. So none of the like the
game.
Yeah, game animals like deer, wild boar. No, I don't think. Honestly, I don't really feel like it's that big of a deal.
Nope, because it's not part of your culture.
No, I mean it's not like I'm not worried about it. I mean, I just might not like the flavor because people say it has a gamey flavor to it, but I'm not worried about. It's not like it's a fear factor food for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just a different kind of pig, and like deer is just another kind of meat. I've never tried it, but I wouldn't mind trying it.
Okay.
So yeah, there's not much.
All right, let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Sure. This is the part of our podcast, where we educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are actual native speakers of Filipino or Tagalog, so if we get some aspect of the word incorrect, like its pronunciation or usage, feel free to let us know. But keep in mind that we have said in the past, we say now, and we will continue to say that we are not an information-based podcast, so don't use it as a kind of reference or educational source. What we're doing is just basically for the fun of sharing our culture with other people. You might have a little phrase or word that you could use to impress your friends, or just to, if someone talks about it, you might actually know something that, little piece of Filipino. Awesome. So just keep in mind that that's the only reason we do this, and just keep it friendly and let us know, because we do value your feedback. It helps us out. Boogie, do you have a word?
Bundok.
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 Which is how the English word boondock.
I know.
About.
Uh-huh.
But bundok.
Bundok.
Which means mountains. Mountain.
Oh, okay. Mountain. I never actually knew what it meant.
Mountain area.
Bundok.
The mountains. Bundok.
Bundok.
Merong ang kabayo sa bundok. I don't know.
Yeah.
Think of any other animals?
Okay. So what you said was there's a horse in the mountains? Caballo is horse in Spanish and the Filipino, so bundok is mountains. Good to know. So let's make bundok our word of the day.
Bundok.
So that's where boondocks came from.
Yes.
Oh. So there's no.
Look it up on Wikipedia. Boondocks. The boondocks is an American expression that stems from the Tagalog word bundok.
And then became the boonies.
Mountain.
And now it's the boonies, right?
Yes.
In which you take a wrong turn, you might end up there, and if you don't have a survival path, you could be screwed. So just bringing it back. Boondok.
The Boondocks, which turned into an animated cartoon.
That's what I immediately thought of too. I haven't watched it in a while. But...
Huey and Riley, because it ended years ago.
Didn't keep going?
No.
I don't know. I just stopped watching after I didn't watch the last season or two. The last one I actually remember is that one with the girl running around in high heels.
Such greatness.
Yeah.
Such greatness.
Sure.
I've met the artist. What's his name? I can't remember.
Okay.
I got a shirt from him.
Nice.
A Boondock shirt. This was back in 2001.
Is that when it ended in 2000?
Oh no, this is before they were on. Before there was. This was back when he was doing a comic strip. This was back when he was doing just the comics.
Right.
The actual comic, not a.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I stopped watching, so I don't know when it ended. I'm not surprised it ended, but I just didn't know when. I thought it was possible it was still going on. So there you go.
But I met him because he just put out a book. I got a right to be hostile. That's the name of the book.
Oh, okay.
I got a right to be hostile. All right. Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or email us at thesinigang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at the Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thesinigang. And look for our videos on YouTube. Do a search for our URL, www.sini-gang.com, and that should take you to our videos. If you happen to look at a video, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. That would be awesome. So until next time, Sterno Supernova.
And this is l-boogy, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening. And see
Sige
you
na. You good?
Mhm.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tune in for next episode. Till then, take care.